Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you very much for all of your tweets. Craig is here. We also welcome...
my chair there.
I did hit your chair. I also heard Frank's dog through the show barking away.
What kind of dog is it, Frank?
It's Tulear cotton. It's like a Maltese, but it's from Madagascar, so the hair looks like a cotton.
Small?
It looks like a Maltese.
Oh, wow.
Small.
It's small, yeah, it's a small, yeah. So the small, it's like a Dan, they like to bark a lot.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Gab, you hate dogs, don't you?
You're welcome.
I do not hate dogs. I love dogs, but I have cats. What am I going to say?
Oh, there we go.
You're not allowed dogs in London.
No, not at all. You
busy.
just have cats. Are they allowed out, the cats, Gab? Do they kind of go out and come back in? Or they have to stay in the house?
No. They go in the back patio and stuff, but they are generally indoor cats. I do live in central London, so probably not wise to let them out. And also, we have foxes. We have foxes all over the place here in London. So, yeah.
The cats nip out, down to Knightsbridge and...
No, my cat, I grew up with cats and they would go out.
Yeah, but you live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, I didn't live...
Talking to trees.
Yeah, talking to trees. Craig,
I hate cats. I don't hate cats.
No.
I don't hate cats. I'm
Right.
not particularly fond of them. I always think a cat is going to snap at you.
Right.
More than a
Has it got
dog.
more of an edge?
Yeah.
Less loyalty to a cat as well. Well, you feel that it would just wander off and find a new owner as opposed to a dog who is very loyal.
Yeah. I always, and I might be wrong, but I always feel, and Stevie used to have this cat.
Yeah, that cat was not right in the head, though. It's like its owner.
Well, yeah, exactly.
That cat scared me when I went to his house.
Correct.
Nah, the thing, Craig, you can't stand the fact that you will have to belong to your cat, where a dog belongs to you. That's why you don't accept cats.
I see. Because you have cats and dogs, Frank. You got a whole zoo there.
Yeah, I had 4 cats. We only have 2 left, and I love them because they're so. Yeah, they're so interesting. They do whatever they want, They pretend that they love you. Suddenly they hate you, but they have such a big personality.
Wow.
They have a big personality, and I love those personalities.
Sounds like my Denise.
I've already got somebody for that.
Yes, exactly.
Have your cat, I know it's late, so I want to keep you guys. Has your cat ever bit you, Frank?
Never. Are you crazy or what? No, never.
No, my cat
No.
never bit me.
It would be unacceptable. Yeah.
No, exactly.
No, I don't mean badly, I just mean like a little nip.
Craig, how excited were you that Manchester City won the Club World Cup?
Oh,
of course, you're off that day.
Marvellous. I tell you what, also, I took note of, I see the Urawa Reds continue with their amazing
Oh, they
performance.
lost, didn't they?
Yeah,
Urawa
well,
Reds?
amazingly.
At least they scored.
They lost. Yeah, they did manage to get a couple
There we go.
against Al Ahly. What an amazing competition. It's really so.
Well, don't worry, it's going to be revamped. 2026, 32 teams. It's going to be fun.
In the States,
In the States, 2025, sorry, the World Cup. Oh, that little competition.
25 in the States.
Yeah,
Marvellous.
that's exciting. Is the blonde dyed hair curse real? Saka was awful today. Was he awful? It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Was his hair blonde today?
I think he dyed his hair.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Not fully.
It was Rashford's ginger today.
I think Rashford.
Rashford
was worse.
Yeah.
Rashford, he was brown. That was strange.
Yeah, I know. It's like a
Yeah,
Stevie
didn't
colour.
like
Why
it.
would you want that
Well,
in your life?
who am I talking about? Hair. But yeah, I didn't like it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Gab, did you ever dye your hair back in the day?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Briefly and very badly.
Beautiful.
Yes, it was before a rugby tournament in college. We all thought it would be cool if we did it, and to kind of give us a sense of team, a sense of purpose. And in the end, only some of us did it. Some of us, others chickened out, and it looked really bad. And we all kind of cut our hair really, really short to wait for Dukes.
Was it Romania? Was it Romania Euro '96? Was that? Yeah, when they all.
No.
Yeah. Was it?
France
It was
98.
94.
France 98.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that must have been lovely for the
Commentator's
commentators.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Just attention seeking.
Well, yes, you did that obviously when you got sent off.
But I wasn't attention seeking.
No, not at all.
I dyed the hair before I got sent off.
Yeah, exactly. Just all the attention on
my
you.
favourite ground in the world down in Saint Etienne.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely fantastic.
Lovely. Frank, when you had hair, did you dye it?
No, I didn't have the time for that. I lost my hair. I was 20.
Frank's hair died.
Yeah. I used to get my tips done.
You know,
like the blonde
you know what I
tips?
used to do?
And like all
I
spiked
don't know if you
up.
ever done this. Back in the day, it was all the rage to let your hair grow long at the back and get it permed, but just the back.
Right, yes. Like
Do you remember that?
the mullet? Yeah, when in the 80s that was, wasn't it? That was kind of
The mullet.
Kevin
The mullet
Keegan.
haircut.
Chrissy Waddle used to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I had that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You had a perm on your mullet?
Well, I just look at the back, yeah.
Wow.
Fantastic.
What a sight that
Wow.
must have been. Did you have teeth at that stage?
No, I had Oh, I did actually.
Oh, yeah, you used to
I've got teeth now.
Well, yes.
Well, Sergio Ramos is a little bit going like that lately. Yeah, I've seen the haircut that he has.
Yeah.
He has like a mullet haircut with long hair at the back. That's awful, but nobody wants to tell him.
Right, anyway, I believe we've not had many questions so far. Oh, sorry.
Well, you were the one. We started cats and now we've gone to mullets. For Craig, once it was obvious that Manchester United was going to lose, did the producer of the show jump onto the bat phone to get you into the studio in person?
Yeah.
You've been busy. You're on digital today, doing hits.
What happened was we reshuffled everybody's schedule
Yeah.
to accommodate me coming in.
There we are. Beautiful.
But as I was saying to one of our colleagues earlier, it's getting quite difficult not to be here when Man United lose.
Well, yes.
Because it's...
Yep. Worst record since 1930. Will Nunez ever produce in the final third again, Gab?
Well, I mean, presumably at some point he will, but you know, I think the reality to him is he brings a lot of other attributes to the table, and you know, I know he had that one breakout season where he scored a ton of goals for Benfica, but I don't know that, you know, he's ever going to become, you know, Erling Haaland in terms of goal scoring, but he doesn't need to be useful, and I think that's Klopp's trying to find him spots where he can help without necessarily converting all those chances.
Craig, I noticed you've been tweeting quite a lot lately. What's happened? Is the Christmas spirit getting to you? Will we keep these daily tweets going into 2024?
Unlikely.
Well, there's no golf, that's why. You're bored.
Correct.
Yeah, I think that's the reason.
Once I take the dogs...
Yes.
Once I take the dogs out for their long walk in the park,
Yep.
I come back, bit cold, golf's finished, obviously in Connecticut, set up, Craig.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought I don't like getting involved. I don't get involved in debate with people.
No.
I just can't be bothered.
Right.
But you know, I don't mind posting the odd picture of a dog or whatever.
Oh, good.
I don't want lengthy.
Gab, you're always saying,
debates.
Gab, you're always saying you want to see Ten Hag get players in that fit his plans. But how did he manage to go for Anthony instead of Kudos?
It's one of the many mysteries of this man and Manchester United's recruitment. And I would assume when Sir Jim Ratcliffe did his due diligence of the club, he probably sat down and said, hey, Murta, hey, Eric, come here. How did we end up with all these players? How is it that, you know, most everybody that we signed is either somebody you watched on TV in the Champions League, like Casemiro, somebody you played against last year, like Mason Mount, or a bunch of guys that you know from Holland, and many of them also came through the same agency. How did this all work out? And I think they're going to have to answer that. You know, do they fit the system? On paper, I think they certainly did early on. You could see what he was trying to do, but then they didn't play like that last year, not in the least. And you know, and the outcome is what we're seeing now.
I don't know if there's any truth in the story that was flying about. I think yesterday, I believe, Gab will know more than me, about when Jude Bellingham went to Man United's training ground as a 16-year-old. Did you see that story?
Nope.
And allegedly, Sir Alex Ferguson was hoping to schmooze with the player he's representative as his family, sell the club.
Yep.
Well, not sell the club.
Sure, no, but no, sell the club.
Yeah, which Ferguson and David Gill did for many a year to some players that were going to other clubs. You know, and they would hijack moves for big name players, and Ferguson would sell a project and a story and about family, and apparently he was fuming with, Gab mentioned John Murtough, one of the technical people at the club. Basically, Ferguson got a handshake with Bellingham's entourage and him and was ushered out of the room.
Oh, wow.
And basically was
And that was it.
Blanked. Not that I'm not suggesting that he would have gone to Man United. Maybe his mind was made up to go abroad, which seems to be the best move for him, obviously. But I think the fact that if that was true, that not allowing somebody who could quite frankly sell the club to you as a family, and maybe just change your mum and dad's mind or whatever, when other people at this club always, it seems, think that they know better, which wouldn't surprise you.
Oh, go on, Gab.
No, I was just trying to think when he was 16, who would have the United manager have been? Would it have been Louis van Gaal at that stage? You know, what? I'm always wondering whether some of the managers who came after, obviously with Davy Moyes, there was no issue, but obviously he only lasted 1 year. I'm just trying to, I've heard that story too, I was trying to place it in time and wondering whether it might have had to do with whoever the manager was, you know, maybe like to have Sir Alex around just kind of to wave and have pictures, but didn't necessarily want him too closely involved with the team.
Nico,
I don't know. I'm just giving a pass here.
Yeah, I know.
Giving the benefit of the doubt.
Frank, Nicolaus Jackson or Rasmus Hojlund, who'll have a better career in the Premier League? Oh, wait, no. Wait, I've missed one. Any advice for Manchester United fans like me? Anything to look forward to the rest of the season, Frank?
Wow.
Yeah, us coming in here and bashing them.
Yeah, well, it's hard to get a little bit of optimism about Manchester United right now. I think, well, if you love Manchester United, keep believing that something's going to get better. I think players coming back maybe, but as Craig mentioned during the show, maybe there is a time where the coach has to go. And you have to change something to maybe create a psychological reaction and hope for the best for Manchester United. Because if it doesn't work, and we had Chelsea, some often mention Chelsea, and all the big mess that they've been in, the best way is to maybe create that psychological reaction and therefore sack Ten Hag.
Nicolaus Jackson or Rasmus Hojlund, who'll have a better career in the Premier League, Craig?
I think Rasmus Hojlund will, eventually, when United or he goes somewhere else, and it might not be the Premier League. I think ultimately I think he's a better player, a better prospect. We're just not seeing that at the moment. And clearly, he's obviously struggling in front of goal. But I think there's more to his game, if I'm being honest, than Nicolaus Jackson. So I would say Hojlund.
For Frank, have you ever done an acting gig where you had to cry on command? And can we see a demonstration from the acting master?
Yes, I had to do that last year, playing in a movie in the church where I lost my best friend.
Oh.
Yeah, it is, and it's a hard task because you have to use, according to how I learned how to act, you have to use your own feelings.
Yeah. And
most of the time when I do that, I think about my father that I lost almost 20 years ago. And so you go to the process where, I don't blink. I stare. I keep my eyes on the camera, for example, and I start thinking about my father, and tears comes quite easily. I'm sorry, I won't do that.
No, don't do it now. Fred's Christmas. We know it's okay. It's all right.
But it's it's the way I do it. Yeah.
Do we know the way I do it? When somebody sends an email out, the running order saying we're talking about the Ballon d'Or.
Yep, that's good. That'll bring you to tears.
Or Kylian Mbappe.
Many others.
Kylian Mbappe going to Real Madrid.
Does Gab enjoy an Italian Christmas dinner or a more traditional British version? So in Italy, Gab, would you have it on tomorrow night, Christmas Eve night?
Sorry, I was just trying to. I was just trying to think of the Eagles' last couple of performances and trying to use the Frank LaBeouf method.
Yeah, you're rubbish now again.
My eyes are watering a little bit.
Don't blink.
But I know. I'll be practicing, Frank. To answer your question, no, we sort of have we have a hybrid of different sort of traditions. We tend to avoid the British ones because, you know, mince pies and stuff aren't really my thing. But, you know, we I think we're going to have a roast tomorrow and do make a gingerbread house and all that good stuff.
Oh, very. And do you exchange presents with your partner?
Yeah, but we're at the stage where we have little lists, so you kind of know.
Right.
And you kind of pick some items from a list.
Really?
Well, what's on your list, Gab?
On my list, you're not gonna laugh. It's a meat thermometer that you can use while cooking to check the doneness of the meat.
Yeah.
The kind that can also go inside the oven, and there's a little, you know, there's like a little wire that comes out.
Oh.
That is top of my list.
I thought it might be like an updated travel jacket with all the zips.
Oh, yes, you need another jacket.
A new version of that jacket.
Gab is synonymous with this jacket. It's got 20
I don't
different
trust anybody
zips.
to buy that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Do Italians... Seriously, Gab, I don't know this.
Where's this going to go?
No. Do Italians synonymous for their, you know, eating the cured meats and the spaghetti and the pasta? Is that what... Would that be a traditional Italian Christmas dinner, or would?
So there's a lot of regional variants in Italy, but no, pasta would not be a traditional dinner. Certainly not on Christmas Day. On Christmas Eve, you might have it, usually with seafood, depending where you're from in Italy. I'm from the north of Italy, so we do things a certain way, but normally on Christmas Day, we would usually have ham or roast of some kind. We normally have like a million different appetizers of again, usually involving a mix of seafood and vegetables, and then that would really be the driving force, you know, more than like a big turkey, like you probably had growing up in Scotland.
Do you think?
Oh, I think nice Italian music as well.
Do you think Grubhub delivering Christmas Day?
I'm sure they will, Craig. I'm sure they will sort you out. No worries. You can have your pizza.
Oh yeah, nice pizza.
That's it. Thank you very much, guys. ESPN FC is back tomorrow.
Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah, thank you, Frank. Frank won't be here tomorrow.
He won't be here. He'll have been eaten by one of his
as well,
cats.
aren't you? Yeah. Okay. Lovely. Good. Shaka's here as well.
Is Shaka in?
Yeah. No, he's going to do it from home.
I'm doing it from home as well then.
Why?
Sod you.
You want to get out?
No, I don't. I'm doing it from home. Decided, that's it.
There you are. I'll do it on my own here. Peace and quiet.